Physical Science, Experiment 8.2 about weather predictions. These are the instructions on how to begin making predictions for weather using your data from last module. So you'll need your data from Experiment 7.1 in front of you. You'll need your source, whatever you used to collect your data, the internet, your cell phone, or your iPad or whatever you used. For Experiment 7.1, you'll need your new lab sheet 8.2, and you're going to need a source that shows tomorrow's weather. So that can be the same source you had before or another source, as long as it forecasts tomorrow's weather. Take out your lab sheet 8.2. Lab sheet 8.2 is the same as the sheet for Experiment 7.1, except that 2 new columns have been added. We've added your predictions and weather forecast. We'll record predictions for Monday 12/11 through Friday 12/15. So what I want you to do today is enter the first date in the column of your lab sheet 8.2 as 12/10, which was yesterday, Sunday. If you've already filled in your sheet for Sunday from Experiment 7.1, just transfer that data to the sheet for Experiment 8.2. At this point, do not use the last 2 columns for Sunday, so you will not be making a prediction or putting down weather forecast. We'll begin our predictions with today, Monday, 12/11. So using the information from Sunday, 12/10, use the column to the right, your prediction, and enter prediction. Take a look at the weather for the last week. Base your prediction on the data from yesterday and before, and based on the cloud cover you see today. Try to determine if a weather front is moving in or out. Let me give you an example. I'm looking out my window right now, and it's very clear. There are a few scattered clouds. That's been the weather prediction that's actually been the weather for the last week. So I'm going to predict scattered clouds, clear later on, and about the same temperature today that there was yesterday. So I'm going to say no change for my prediction. If you think that the data indicate a weather front, predict whether there will be the following. Now, how would the data indicate there's going to be a weather front? Well, you're also going to check the forecast for today from your source. And there could be a change. There could actually be rain moving in later this afternoon. If you think that's true, then instead of putting no change, put down precipitation. Predict the cloud type and cover. An example might be cloudy, or if you've been using the actual names of the clouds, stratus clouds, and predict whether the temperature will be warmer or cooler. Most likely, if we were to have rain, you would say cooler. In the second new column now, forecast, weather forecast, write down the prediction made by the source you're using for Tuesday. So you're going to forecast Tuesday's weather on the column or on the row that has Monday's information. Do not check the source for weather forecast until after you've made your own prediction for tomorrow. So once again, what we're doing is we're going to make our first prediction today. We'll be checking that prediction tomorrow when we get to class. So don't check the source, the internet or your phone, for the forecast until you've already made a prediction. So don't let the forecast influence what your prediction is going to be. The source that you use will be more detailed than you actually need, so convert its information to fit what you've already been writing in your chart. So, for example, if the source says 30% chance of rain, that's very little chance. So you can put down precipitation, or I've been writing 0% if there has been no rain. If the source says 50% chance of rain, then go ahead and record it as rain. That's a pretty good chance that there will be some. Just change the information they give you to match up to the type of information you've been putting on your chart. Now on Tuesday, when we get to class, we're going to check our prediction for Monday and see how accurate it was. When you take a look at how accurate it was, you're going to make a mark in the block of your forecast and make a star if you were right. Make a plus mark if you were partially right, and make a negative mark if you were completely wrong. I want you to continue predicting the weather through Friday morning. So that means you'll check Thursday's data to see how correct your prediction was. Gather your sheets from experiment 7.1 and for experiment 8.2 along with your Module 8 exam, and go ahead and mail them in the envelope that is stamped that I've given to you no later than Saturday, December 16th. It has to be postmarked no later than Saturday. So my recommendation for you is that you postmark it on Friday. Just make the effort, push your parents to get you out to get this in the mail, because if it comes to me late, I will not grade it. The reason for that is it's Christmas break and we want to have a great time off, and one of the things I don't want to be doing is correcting homework any longer than possible. As it is, if you mail it Saturday 12/16, I probably won't have it until Tuesday the 19th. So your grades won't be out until the next day. So if you have any questions on this, be sure to ask me in class tomorrow. We'll go ahead and get our forecasting and predictions well along the way. And in case I don't have time to say it tomorrow, have a wonderful break, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year.